Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since my last video. I had about 10 videos planned to film this summer before I went back to teaching in the fall, and this summer has just been so incredibly busy that I have not been able to get to them. Having said that, I am so excited that I finally had time to sit down and film today's video. This is a video that I have been planning for several weeks, and that is a demo slash mini review for the new Neon Obsessions palette by Huda Beauty, and it is the most gorgeous palette I have ever used. I'm just in love with the colors, especially for summer. I feel like summer is the perfect time to just go out and wear all the neon and bright colors. Having said that, I had so much fun creating today's look. As you can see, I made it a goal to use every single color in this palette. There are 9 colors and I used every single one. I am so in love with this super fun, bright, happy neon look. I wanted to say a couple quick things about this palette before we jump into the tutorial. I know that this palette has been out for several weeks now, so I'm not going to go through like a full review because there are plenty of those out there, especially here on YouTube. So I'm just going to let you guys know my personal thoughts, and I am so happy with this purchase. I don't remember the exact price, but it was about 20, I want to say like $24 or $26 for this palette, and I think it is worth every single penny. They are some of the most pigmented shadows I've ever worked with. All of the matte shadows are so beautiful. There is some kickback with the pinky purpley shades, but not too much. And then these toppers are so stunning. Again, super happy with the color payoff, and I must say they were so easy to work with. They were a dream to blend. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to say about this palette. If you're in the market for some really fun and different colors for the summer, and if you're like me, you didn't have anything else like this palette already in your collection, I would highly recommend this palette. I guarantee you'll have so much fun playing around with these colors and you won't regret it. So that's all that I wanted to say. I'm going to shut up now. If you would like to see how I got this fun neon eye look for summer using the Huda Beauty Neon's Obsessions palette, then just keep watching. Starting with primer, I'm using the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. This stuff is amazing. I've tried a bunch of other primers and this is the best. Then for foundation, I'm using Revlon Color Stay, and my color is 392, and I'm just dotting this all over my face, and then I'm going to buff that out using the e.l.f. Beauty Sponge. For concealer, I'm using the Tarte Creaseless Concealer in Light Sand. I absolutely love this. This is up there with like the Tarte Shape Tape and Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Love it so much. Super full coverage too. To set that, I'm using the banana powder from Ofra Cosmetics, and then I'm also just setting that using the e.l.f. I think it's the blush brush, and then I'm just kind of lightly tapping that all over my under eye area. Switching out to the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, I'm taking that same setting powder and setting my eyelid area. And I'm using the NYX Precision Brow Pencil in shade Espresso to fill in my brows. I have the full brow tutorial in the description box below if you'd like to see that. Then I'm using the shade Primavera in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette to be the highlighter right under the brow bone. Then I'm going to do some light baking with the Coty Airspun Translucent Loose setting powder, and I'm just packing that on my forehead, underneath my eyes, and a little bit on my chin. Baking under the under eye area is a great step before you do your eyeshadow. That way, if you have any fallout, then you can just wipe it away so easily. Moving on to eyeshadow, after much deliberating on where I wanted to begin, I didn't really have a game plan for this. I was just totally playing around. I just started off with that center peach shade, and then I use this as my transition color on a fluffy brush, and I just use windshield wiper motions and kind of circular motions to blend that out. and I just kind of went ham with this color. It's so pretty, super pigmented. For the crease color, I went in that bottom left color, and this is kind of more of a bright neon coral. And then I applied this in the crease with a crease brush. For the lid, I went into the top left color, and this is a really pretty neon mustardy yellow, and I applied that with a C eyeshadow brush and just packed that on to the front half of my lid. Then for the outer half portion of my lid, I went in with that center bottom neon pink shadow, and boy, this was one of the most pigmented shadows in the eyeshadow palette, especially for a matte. I was pleasantly surprised. Absolutely loved working with this color. It blended out beautifully and didn't have too much fallout. Then I wanted to kind of put a shimmery eyeshadow as like a topper, so I went in with that center top orangey color, and then I lightly packed that on top of the mustard yellow, and I think it was like so pretty. And then I went with the center left pink shimmer color, and I packed that on top of the outer portion of my lid. Then I took the center right color, which was a slightly deeper fuchsia, and then I took that on a fluffy brush and just applied that to the outer portion of my crease to create a little bit more drama. And to blend that all together, I just went back in with that coral color on the crease and buffed it out. For liner, I'm using the new Too Faced liquid eyeliner pen. This eyeliner is great for creating really tight, precise eyeliner looks. For mascara, I'm using the Tarte Big Ego mascara, and I'm just applying a couple coats here. I have so many thoughts on this mascara, but that is for another video. Back to the neon mustard color, I'm taking that on a smaller C eyeshadow brush, and I am applying that underneath my lower lash line, the first front half. Then for the outer half, I'm going in with that top right color, and this is a much deeper coral neon, and I just thought it was so pretty underneath the lower lash line. And finally, the ninth and final color in this palette, it's this really pretty neon lime shimmery shadow. I just took that on my pinky finger and I applied that to the inner corners of my eye. After that, I wiped away my bake, which was great for the little fallout that was there and kind of cleaned up the look. Then I took the Wet n Wild Contour Palette in Dulce de Leche, and I used that contour to chisel out the cheekbones, and then I did a little bit on the sides of my nose for some light nose contour, and then a tiny bit on my hairline for some contour on the forehead. To warm up the look a little bit, I went in with the Morphe bronzer, and this is the medium shade. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I just applied that with a fluffy brush from Wet n Wild. To add a little bit of life to these cheeks, I went in with the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette, and then I used the top left blush. Then I went on to the Maybelline Master Chroma highlighter in Molten Gold, I believe that's what the shade is, and I applied a ton of this all over my face because, I mean, if you're wearing neon eyeshadow on your eyes, you might as well ham it up with the glittery highlight. To lock the look in place, I'm using the Avon True Color Setting Spray. This stuff is my current favorite holy grail setting spray. It's like hairspray for your face. Your makeup is not going anywhere the rest of the day. And then for lips, I'm using the Jaclyn Hill lipstick in the shade Obsessed. I'm using the Ardell Double Wispies lashes to make this look extra dramatic, and then the adhesive glue from Kiss. And that, guys, is the final look. I had so much fun creating this fun neon look for summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as well. If you did, make sure to like this video and leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in my next one.